Reef-inspired Ascension's in-house League of Legends game. My name is Black Sage and I will be your host today. Joining me is no one, because nobody seemed to be interested in this game except myself, who recorded it, streamed it, and is pretty good on YouTube. So let's see who's in our teams. We have Lee Sin, Caitlyn, Shen, LeBlanc, and Master Yi as Team 1, while Soraka, Mafia, Misfortune, Malphite, Malzahar, and Warwick in Team 2. Now, Black Sage is me playing Shen, Cobalt69, Widowmaker, and Prestons, who are all in Team Blue, as you can see down here. We are probably the most experienced in Team Blue, nearly classy being level 8. We can see up top Oracle not being bad, Chaotix also good, Unexpected has been playing quite a while, and Dread Promise is the wild card, playing support for Misfortune Bot. Now, as we can see, basic layout for most of the teams. We've got boots and half pots going up. It seems like blue team's going to invade. I'm not sure what the strategy is here. Purple team, we need to get names for these teams actually, but purple team seems to be defending as they should. Strange strategy we don't really often see when we play pub games, but as this is like an impromptu clan match, we can see that the blue team is quite coordinated. Preston's leading the charge there, while Neely Class is coming on from behind. Oh, Misfortune sticking her neck out, just making sure that there's nobody there, but I'm assuming that Team Blue can see her. There we go, Widow throwing his kick, and Cobalt laying down a trap. Yes, they can see Misfortune. This might not end well. Let's see what happens. The thing is though, Misfortune is way out in front. Malphite is in the bush. He should be next to Misfortune at this stage for in case of a gank, because it is quite apparent that purple team knows blue team is waiting for them, as all of them are there. Warwick just in case checking top bush for if blue team wants to come take red. This is a basic strategy, specifically in ranked play, where if you shut down your jungler early game, he will be practically useless, because he will need to make up. And there we go, blue team has decided to push, and they're going straight for Misfortune. They're not even hesitating, turning around to take Soraka, and there goes a heal, and everybody's backing off. Blue team not really focusing that well. Malphite flashes away, and they might pick up a kill here. Shen throwing his blade, and no, the entire blue team escapes unharmed. Well, let's not say unharmed. Purple team is not doing too good. Malphite is recoiling effectively. They have shut down their jungler in the beginning, and they are taking his blue. Warwick coming in from the top. This might be bad. Misfortune turning back around, and just a poke by Widowmaker as Lee Sin, Shen throwing his blade, and everyone's backing off. They've taken blue. They might be happy with this. Let's see what happens when they turn back around. Warwick's going back to his lane, and it seems like LeBlanc and Shen are doing the same. Nearly classy as jungler, I presume, while Widowmaker and Cobalt take bot lane. Yeah, so the purple team did not have a fantastic start there. Oh, it seems like Master Yi is bot lane with Cobalt. The purple team did not have a fantastic start there. As we can see, it is about 3 minutes in, and they're all half health. Their jungler has been shut down, and blue team at the advantage actually here. Shen just poking Warwick top, Warwick stealing his life back, saying no thanks. Malphite decided to counter jungle the Widowmaker. Which is a very wise move, not even going for any of the other jungle, because as we all know, he needs his blue for the cooldown reduction, mana regen. Seems like there's some action going top. Shane just poking this Warwick repeatedly. Preston's as well, not doing too great against Oracle, almost dying, throwing his passive, which is a copy mirror image of himself, and he decides to go back to base. Bot lane getting pushed down by purple team. Soraka, very good support on Misfortune, but she steps on the trap, and there goes Caitlyn. You could say that's a power shot. It seems like there's a gank that's coming up top. No, there's not. Malphite is starting to get jungle. He needs to farm. Shen just poking this Warwick repeatedly, getting exhausted. This Warwick not taking any chances, playing very safe. Widowmaker seems to have realized that his blue isn't here, and he goes back to take down Wolves. Oh, and we have first blood. Cobalt takes down Soraka. Misfortune is not doing too great. Yes, she will back away, back to base. That is the power of a Caitlyn early game. If a Caitlyn gets fed, it is GG. As we know, Caitlyn has possibly the best range of any AD carry in the game. It surpasses Misfortune. So There we go, just by abilities alone and by basic attack. So if you can get your Caitlyn up attack speed and attack damage as quickly as possible, it is a very late game for you. And bot lane seems to be doing pretty good for the blue team, while purple team seems to be defending desperately top as well. However, the tower has not been touched, but Shen isn't really a pusher, he's more of a, well, an engager, as you can see right there. Getting poked by the turret and backing off. Malphite still taking his red, while middle turret seems to be in purple team's favor. Preston seems to be backed off against his turret the entire time. Oracle is half mana, which is a bad thing for Malzahar. Sending his little voidling to take him down. Oh, and that's a lot of damage done by Preston just with the one ability. It seems like Soraka's back bot. Just throwing Star Call to take care of the creeps before they damage the turret even further. It's times like this where you realize that a good support can turn the tide of a lane. See, the Soraka isn't doing too bad, warding the bush, stepping into one of Caitlyn's own little wards. She's gonna ward the bush, possibly. She has the vision ward. Yes, there we go. Master Yi just poking Misfortune. Cobalt getting poked by Misfortune as well. Soraka going into Nana, and there she goes, just silences Cobalt just for the hell of it. Doesn't do that much damage. Shen playing very aggressively top lane, keeps getting poked by the turret. And it seems like Lee Sin is not going for the gank. Now would have been an ideal time to gank as blue team. There we go, he's coming back. Blue team is all half health and stepping right into Soraka's vision ward. But yes, now is an ideal time to gank because purple team seems to have them on the back foot. They will get cocky, they will push their lane. Massive gank going on top. Shen somehow surviving a Malzahar, a Warwick, and here comes Malphite. Oh, Malphite decides to not engage. Shen goes in. Yes, Shen backs around. Did not expect to see a Malphite there. Shadow dashing away to his turret and throwing his shield just for good measure. You never know what might happen. It seems like no, Malphite's been shut down early game. He still does not have his ulti. He's not even level 4 yet. And Warwick, it seems like the top lane has been turned in Warwick's favor now. Malphite going back to the jungle. Preston's just poking Oracle with his ulti. This might spell trouble. No, it does not. He levels up. And bot lane has disappeared. Seems like both Caitlyn and Master Yi have gone back to base, leaving Misfortune and Soraka free farm. Throwing Star Core just to take down a little bit of damage. Widow coming in to babysit bot lane, while the other two are on their way back. Seems like purple team is pinging the blue side of the blue jungle, or the blue buff. I'm not sure why. And might be because blue buff's not up yet for purple team. Widow coming around to gank. The vision ward's still there though, so Soraka and Misfortune know when to back off and where to stand. Very well supports this Soraka. We've seen it done very great. She's basically Misfortune's shadow, as you'll see late game. So it's not too bad. There might be some action going on bot. Yeah, Malphite and Widow sharing sharing a bush for like 2 seconds before they realize the enemy is some slide poking by Widowmaker. He needs to go back to base. He's not doing too great on health. Malphite going back. But the blue team does not know this, so they might push and might stay back. I'm not sure. Shen's still poking this ward top. He's not getting much headway in pushing the tower, but as you can see with farm, he's not doing too bad. Malzahar coming top. This might be bad for Shen. Let's see what happens if Malzahar can land a silence that could spell in, and then Warwick jumps. Malzahar flashes in, throws his ulti, and this might spell trouble for Shen. Shen heals, shadow dashes, throws his shield, and he runs, getting creep blocked hard. Malzahar, one desperate void. Oh, and there we go. Shen escapes with 94 health. Shen is somehow still alive. The top turret, Preston coming to babysit while he goes. Just making sure that the enemies does not tower dive Shen. Shen throws his last health pot. And that could have been bad. Had Shen lost the lane and Shen lost his life, they might have pushed and taken the turret. Preston's waiting to gank. There we go. Black Sage initiates. And it's a double initiate. Shen backs off. And Warwick somehow escapes. Black Sage going after him stupidly. What are you doing, bro? Come back. And Warwick and Shen survive. Widowmaker coming in for a gank. I'm not sure he'll be able to take this kill. and there seems to be some confusion. He seems to be contemplating whether to throw or not, and he's just nodding. So there's nothing happening there. Shen's still not back to base. He seems to want the farm quite a lot. As we know, rushing Sunfires with Shen is very important.
A summoner has disconnected.
And there we go, Widow disconnects. That's why I didn't do anything. Shen, there's 3. And he backs off to base. Fantastic. Bot lane getting pushed by Cobalt, just poking the bot turret. At 10 minutes in, its time turret should be falling. Turret should be going down by now. But we've seen some very good resistance from purple team as well as blue team. But it seems like blue team, in terms of gold and in terms of there goes another Misfortune. In terms of gold and in terms of kills, are leading only ever so slightly. It seems like Chaotix might be in trouble here. He flashes, but is it enough to get away from Master Yi's Islander? No, it is not. Master Yi takes the kill, and Misfortune goes down, as well as Malzahar in mid. Preston's taken down at the same time, and it seems like Warwick is trying to push top lane. Shen coming in to defend it again. Shen has got his boots, he's got his magic void, he's got his giant's belt, he's pushing magic treads and sunfires, which is a good thing. When he needs the magic treads for the tenacity, for the 35%. It's very wise against the Warwick who can stun, and a Malzahar who can silence and stun as well, and a Soraka who can silence. This is a very ability power team, if you want to call it that, the purple team, while blue team seems to be more attack damage. Preston's and the jungler Widowmaker sticking together, going for a gank on Oracle, and Widow misses spectacularly with his scale. Preston's misses with his ulti as well, and Oracle just escapes, thinking what just happened. Shen aggressively pushing his lane again, and Warwick just life stealing. Taunt, and Warwick just backs off. See, by this stage in the game, Soraka is doing well. She has no gold acquiring items yet. By this time we should have seen her with Heart of Gold or Philosopher's Stone maybe. Oh, and we've got another kill mid. Preston's taking down Oracle. Fantastic. And as I was saying, yeah, by this stage of the game, Warwick isn't doing too bad. He's only got a Doran's Blade, which isn't that amazing. Widowmaker might die now. Getting shot by Misfortune, and Unexpected dashes in with his ulti to take the kill. He's saying, no sir, not today. Master Yi and Caitlyn backing off. They know that there's trouble. Sticking around here, especially with Caitlyn with no mana, that is not a good idea. She's life stealing all her health back, very good. 2 Doran's Blades. We might see a rush for a BF sword on the Caitlyn. Neil Classy, it seems, have gone for Philosopher's Stone as he's playing quote-unquote support bottom. And what is he doing? Master Yi just running through the bush straight into a Malphite, losing all of his health. And the support picks up the kill. Preston's running to take down, and Soraka heals. Will this be enough for Preston's? At the same time, oh, Cobalt just misses with his shot, and Dread Promise takes the kill on Preston. Black Sage Shen teleporting in, and this might be the end of Shen. Cobalt takes the kill, Shen backs off, dashes, but it is not enough. Malphite cheese wheels him. Widowmaker coming in to take down Chaotix. He might not be fast enough. Malzahar defending, and Widow backs off. He knows that it was a bad idea. So that was a great turnaround from the purple team. They took down Shen, they took down LeBlanc and Master Yi, leaving Lee Sin and Caitlyn on like low health. Seems like Shen is pinging top. He does not want his lane to be pushed any further than it is now. LeBlanc taking top while he's still spawning. And well done, purple team. With that, they're almost back in the game. They're only behind 5k or 500 gold, correct? 500 gold for the entire team and 1 kill. Yes. So seems like Shen is initiating. Preston, sorry, is initiating on Warwick. This might spell the end of Warwick if she can get. There we go. The double throw, and LeBlanc takes down Warwick top lane. Shen arriving, thanking LeBlanc for taking his lane for him, and she will probably go back to mid to yes, to defend her turrets. There we go. Still slight more pokes from Cobalt. It is it is not frowned upon, I should say, to waste mana by poking the AD carry, because at the same time you're forcing the support to waste mana to heal. You know, so it's like a give and give situation. And top lane seems to be taken over by Malphite while Warwick is still spawning. Oh, and we've got an initiation bot. Caitlyn might not make it away here, but she flashes through the bush. Getting chased by a Malzahar and a Soraka. Nearly classy, just bailing, and half his health is getting taken down by the Silence and by Chaotix. It seems like Malzahar has been kicked by Widowmaker, and it is GG for Malzahar. That is a very good ulti. And Preston's going for the Soraka, dashing in, throwing his ulti, and this might be a stun and a kill if we see it. Oh, and the Silence from Soraka. Preston's mirror image getting thrown, and Soraka's still alive, getting chased by Chaotix and Chaotix ultis, and this is not the end of Preston's. Preston's runs away with 21 health, dashes, and he will escape. Preston takes down, and Chaotix gets killed by Widowmaker. There we go. What an amazing strategy. Preston's, I'm not sure if you're a lucker or if that was skill, but that was well played. It seems like Shen is having some trouble top, getting ulted by both Warwick and Malphite. He's running through river, trying to get to his Caitlyn AD carry to save him. Throws a trap, Warwick steps on it, and this will save Shen's life. With 3 there, they might get back to initiate and engage. No, they do not. Yes, Shen is getting pinged back down as Caitlyn stands in the bush just in case, coming in. But as we know, oh, Shen cheekily initiating on the Warwick, but there will come no kills. No kills will come off this. Both of these players, the Warwick and the Shen, realize that with Shen's taunt, that could kill both Shen and Warwick at the same time. Seems to be 3 blues top, not really pushing, but not really knowing what to do. Malphite's still in the bush, waiting for that opportune moment to gank Shen, while Shen is just hastily, desperately regenning. We'll come back to the initiation, which should happen any moment now. Malphite is just waiting for the right time. Maybe we're waiting for Warwick's ulti, which is 7 seconds cooldown. Bot lane getting pushed hard by by purple, sorry. It's time the turrets come down. 17 minutes, and there's the initiation. Shen might be down. No, he's not. He dashes with his shield. Warwick lifesteals, and Shen somehow manages to escape. He's just taunting death this game. We've seen him escape so many times in the brink of death, and Widow comes in kicking Warwick away. Shen runs in, throws his Vorpal blade, and it's just a poke back. They will get no kills from this. It's a very strange game we're seeing top lane. Shen is a very good solo top, as well as Warwick. Warwick is actually better in the jungle, but evenly matched in terms of damage, I should say. Malzahar coming in to take down Preston. There's more action going on top than meets the eye. Got small initiation going bot, but not really much happening. It seems like these teams are very hesitant to take down each other. In terms of firepower, we are not sure who has the upper lead, the upper hand here, rather. Widow comes in to initiate while Malzahar stuns Shen. Shen not knowing what to do, running around wildly while everyone stands in Malzahar's AoE damage. Soraka throwing her Divine Light, healing everyone on the team. Widowmaker might die now as he gets raped by Warwick. Yes, Widowmaker falls, and it's a 10-5 to blue and purple. And it seems like there's another 2 kills going on bot if they can find Cobalt. Nope, no they don't, so they back off. Purple team playing very aggressively while blue team seems to be losing it a little. And at this, yeah, we'll see you guys in the next segment.